Notice Halbig has that big, giant German head? Kind of like a Martian or something. I'm not putting down Halbig, though. I bet he's laughing. I have a big head, too. So, see, I'm allowed to say it.
Joe's got a big head.
Joe does have a... Look at the size of that head. Has its own weather systems.
It's a 5-head.
What Mike Myers movie is that where he's a Scottish guy and the kids are...
So I married an axe murderer.
So I married an axe murderer. Can we pull up So I Married an Axe Murderer? He's going, head! Look at the size of that head! All right, now you're getting a behind the scenes of what goes on when we're at a pool hall. I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to quit right now. Get into
Stick to the
serious
news, Alex.
Do what?
Stick to the news.
All right. You guys need to like implant shock sensors in here that when I get off covering serious news, it is gallows humor. I've said this before. I mean, I'm being honest, folks. I need to screw around a little bit sometimes because this stuff gets to me. And
Alex, just shut it down.
Oh, you're now giving a behind-the-scenes little secret. Jennings, tell people what that means.
I plead the fifth.
Well, no, when I want to get the show going or people are blabbering, what do I say?
Shut it down. All right, guys, shut it down. Let's focus.
Yeah, and that's what my son says to me now whenever I'm acting silly or something. He goes, shut it down, shut it, do it for real. Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. Of course, I rarely do it like that. I'm very nice. But you can tell me, in fact, the whole room, turn your mics on and scream, 1, 2, 3, shut it down. Shut it down, Jones.
Focus.
All right, I'm going to focus. We'll have to do overdrive to go to Jimmy and Ray and Jay and Chris and Mary. I really apologize. It was on serious subjects and it's wrong. Maybe I should do a whole special report on nations all over the world confess to carrying out false flag terrorism, not theory, admitted fact. Yeah, let me do that right now. There are many, let me just do a little bit of it now. There are many documented false flag attacks where a government carries out a terror attack and then falsely blames its enemies for political purposes. In the following 54 instances, officials, not servants, in the government which carried out the attack or seriously proposed the attack admit to it either orally or in writing. Number 1, Japanese troops, this is just modern ones, set off a small explosion on a train track in 31 and falsely blame it on China in order to justify an invasion of Manchuria. This is known as the Mukden incident or the Manchurian incident. The Tokyo International Military Tribunal found several of the perpetrators in the plan, including Hashimoto, a high-ranking Japanese army officer, have on various occasions admitted their part in the plot that have stated that the object of the incident was to afford an excuse for the occupation of the Manchuria, that's what started World War II, basically, led up to it, by the army, and it goes forward. Number 2, a major with the Nazi SS admitted at the Nuremberg trials, that we have links to all this, that under orders from the chief of the Gestapo, he and some other Nazi operatives faked attacks on their own people and resources, which they blamed on the Poles to justify the invasion of Poland. That's called Operation Himmler, first launched in Gleiwitz. Look it up. Number 3, just add a little smiblet to that little added tidbit. Number 3, Nazi General Franz Halder also testified at Nuremberg trials that Nazi leader Hermann Goering admitted to setting fire to the German parliament building in 1933 and then falsely blamed communists for the arson. And that was classified because our own government didn't want that known for a while. It was declassified a few years ago. Number 4, Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev admitted in writing that Soviet Union's Red Army shelled the Russian village of Manila in 1939 while blaming the attack on Finland. As a basis for launching the Winter War against Finland, Russian President Boris Yeltsin agreed that Russia had been the aggressor in the Winter War. Number 5, the Russian parliament, current Russian President Putin and former Soviet leader Gorbachev admitted that Soviet leader Joseph Stalin ordered his secret police to execute 20,000 Polish army officers and civilians in 1940 and falsely blame it on the Nazis. Number 6, the British government admits that between 46 and 48, it bombed 5 ships carrying Jews. Did you hear that? That's Harry Truman, folks. So he gets awards from the Jewish Crips because he killed them. Whatever. The British government admits that between 46 and 48, it bombed 5 ships carrying Jews attempting to flee the Holocaust to seek safety in Palestine, set up a fake group called Defenders of Arab Palestine, and then had the pseudo group falsely claim responsibility for the bombings. And see this, Israel, number 7, admits that in 1954 an Israeli terrorist cell operated in Egypt, planted bombs in several buildings, including U.S. diplomatic facilities, then left behind evidence implicating Arabs as the culprits. One of the bombs detonated prematurely, allowing the Egyptians to identify the bombers, and several of the Israelis later confessed, and then it links to all the mainstream news articles. Number 8, the CIA admits that it hired Iranians in the 1950s to pose as communists and stage bombings in Iran in order to turn the country against the democratically elected Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh. Number 9, the Turkish Prime Minister admitted that the Turkish government carried out 55 bombing on the Turkish consulate in Greece, also damaging nearby birthplace of the founder of modern-day Turkey, and blamed it on Greece for the purpose of inciting and justifying anti-Greek violence. You know, I'm only up to number 9. I think I'm just going to have to do this tomorrow or do a special report on it. And the problem was when I read this morning, there was a whole bunch of them that aren't in there. Like the British have declassified that they created the IRA, led the IRA, and did all the violent stuff to discredit Sinn Féin and peaceful stuff for Ireland. And we know the names of the agents in the BBC. They were the ones that would do it. They would kneecap or kill people that wouldn't carry out the bombings for them. It was all run by British commandos. Stay with us.
You know about RVs, you've heard about bunkers, but surviving is not recreation, and man wasn't made to live underground. Introducing Survivalist Camps, the ultimate fully functional off-the-grid survival bug-out house that's mobile, well-equipped, and custom-built to outlast any other RV or trailer. Go to survivalistcamps.com to learn more. That's survivalistcamps.com, providing your basic needs to survive. Survivalistcamps.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of a house being trashed while a gang of thieves ransack the place. And what they don't steal will be destroyed.
This year, resolve not to be the next victim of a break-in. Go to faketv.com and discover a device that creates the illusion someone inside is watching TV, even when you're miles away. Security is a mindset, and Fake TV should be part of your security solution. Be vigilant, but not fearful. faketv.com.
Sold out for weeks due to the difficult and extensive proprietary process behind its creation. The exclusive InfoWars Life Secret 12 formulation is now back in stock. This ultra-clean vitamin B12 nutraceutical has been carefully crafted and developed over the last 2 years and is based on cellular science of how your body actively absorbs essential nutrients. Most forms of vitamin B12 are highly processed and synthetic and could not be properly absorbed by the body. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin, the most bioactive form that has been created with our proprietary process. Secret 12 is taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Discover the secret. Secret 12. Supplies of Secret 12 are very limited. Secure yours today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. SilverLungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at SilverLungs.com. That's SilverLungs.com.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Really great news. You can read the article on Infowars.com. I mentioned it earlier, but I don't have time to read all the quotes. From Police One, the other big police websites, it's just 98%. I mean, there's almost no one on there. And the articles, the writers, the police, the people tweeting back, basically almost no one. I mean, I say 98% because I was on there today. not just reading our article. I can't find anybody out there supporting banning these .223 rounds because they could kill a cop. I mean, any bullet can basically kill a cop, and a lot of bullets can shoot through body armor. That's just the way it is. So they see what's going on. That's certainly good news. Before I go to your calls in this segment and a little bit of overdrive, the biggest sleeper we've got here at InfoWarsLife.com, and it supports the broadcast, is Oxy Powder. And the reason I'm plugging it now is I was talking about doing another Oxy Powder cleanse. And I got so busy, I haven't been doing before and after photos the last month. I need to do some because my stomach is almost gone. I mean, it's like 90% gone now. There's a tiny fat pad left. Once you flush your guts out, the rest of your immune system kicks in. It's so incredibly healthy. It's so gentle but powerful. You've heard the rave reviews. This is not a game. This is time-delayed, higher-level oxygen, like ozone, basically. It breaks down, time releases in your guts, and just you wouldn't believe the garbage that's in there, the literal you-know-what. So InfoWarsLife.com, discounted, lowest price on Oxy Powder put out by Dr. Group. Folks in Hollywood take this to go down dress sizes or pant sizes, and it's synergistically been key to my health and my weight loss and everything else I've done. And your purchase at InfoWarsLife.com makes everything possible, or 888-253-3139. And all the pro-gun, pro-liberty apparel made in America at MadeIn1776.com or InfoWarsStore.com. That's the big umbrella site. If you want high-quality longevity products, I'm always plugging this and not mentioning you get free shipping when you sign up for AutoShip, and you get 30% off when you don't just go to the site and buy. When you go and sign up to be a distributor, that just means you can buy it in bulk. You get 30% off and free shipping. Takes about a minute to do at InfoWarsHealth.com for all the great longevity products like Beyond Tangy Tangerine, Pollen Burst, the Alex Pack, and so many other great products that are separate from InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsHealth.com. And there's also a toll-free number there on the site. Let's get in one or two calls now and then more in overdrive. Jimmy, thanks for holding and putting up with me when I kind of spazzed out earlier. But that's just from, quite frankly, exhaustion looking at all this. Go ahead.
Going back to false flags, as terrible of a story that Sandy Hook was, I think that 9/11 dwarfs it. Thousands of people were killed. It changed our way of life. And if anyone doesn't see that 9/11 was an inside job, you're stupid. I'm sorry, but...
Well, I mean, inside job doesn't mean the government itself, all the government ran it. It just means criminal elements did allow it to happen, bare minimum. It is an inside job. We've been proven correct. You're absolutely right. And somebody blew up Building 7 and told BBC and CNN it had already fallen before it fell.
Exactly. Tower 7 is a smoking gun.
It is the enchiladas of enchiladas, the trillion-pound enchilada, the big kahuna, the Mac Daddy, the one that brings them all down. And I interviewed the emergency manager, and they killed him 2 weeks later. He said, yeah, they said, get out. They're going to blow the building up. And they killed him better than a hammer for talking to us. It's not a game, folks. I mean, I deal with death every day, the angel of death flapping around. And it's only Christ angels, God's angels is the reason I'm alive. And God puts up with me. Lord knows I'm obnoxious, and I appreciate you, Jimmy. But yeah, I just am so humbled by everybody and by God and by the fact that we're here doing this, because we are the biggest, meanest thing in the face of the enemy, and we're pretty small. But through Christ, we can do anything. Overdrive's coming up, Infowars.com/show. We're still live. Stay with us. Mary, you're straight up. Next.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.